Shalom, 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 Israel. This is your brother Yashar coming back to you with another video. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, for blessing me with this knowledge in these last days. And the fact that I have this knowledge in these last days is a blessing, and I want to give all praises, honor, and glory only to Him. And that you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the chosen people of the Most High, Yahweh. You know, and in these last days, we seeing it manifest, man, because it's like everybody's paying attention to the Israelites now. Which, who you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are. You know, whether you accept it, believe it, understand it or not, that's who you are. And in these last days, you're going to find out that's who you are. You know, because all your life, you know, you've been told you were black, African American, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, Haitian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Colombian, Guatemalan, you know, Panamanian, so on and so forth. But that's not who you are, man. That's the names that your slave masters gave you. You know, what you're going to come to find out in these last days is that you are the chosen people, the Israelites, the true Jews of the Bible. And it's being manifest right in front of your eyes, man. So you got to wake up, man. You know? So, but this is a video I wanted to do. You know, I didn't even know about this video until probably last week, like earlier last week. You know, and I've been looking for it, like the trailer, but I couldn't find a trailer to it. So this right here, this is the brother right here, producer and the director of that movie. It's Asher, but it was changed from Asher. Now it's called St. Paul's. You know. And it's a movie that's, I don't know when it's coming out. It should be 2020. It should drop. It should come out. But, yeah, it was going into, you know, the Israelites. And, you know, when I heard about it, I was just like, you know, I'm going to do I want to see what it's about. I want to see what it's talking about. But, it didn't have a trailer. So, I found this, and I'm going to let, you know, because I guess him and this reporter or this interviewer is having a conversation on the movie. So I'm going to let it play, and I'm going to bring some scriptures out on it, and I'm going to chime in on it. So, Shalom, Israel.
Are you from New York, by the way? I saw 516.
Yes, I'm from Long Island, actually.
From Long Island, okay. I don't know if you've ever seen these guys in Times Square. They stand there in there, and they have these interesting costumes with the they had very prominent is the Star of David, and they're mostly black and Latino. And
now, he said he asked her, was she from New York? She said no. He said, well, on 42nd Street there are guys that teach. They have on these interesting looking costumes. And they have the Star of David on, and they're mostly Latino and black. So like I told you before, no one's black, nobody's Latino, you know. And we don't wear the Star of David. Some brothers, most brothers, including me, will call it the Shield of David or the Seal of Solomon, you know. So you know, and so I'm gonna get cause he said it's mainly Latinos and so-called Latinos and blacks. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50. verse 33, because the reason you see it being blacks and Latinos, because we are the ones that's being oppressed. And we are of the same nation, the nation of Israel. We are the same people. But they want to separate us. They'll call us black Hebrew Israelites when we're not black. And we say and we preach that Latinos and Native Americans are our people too. So they want to stick with that black Hebrew Israelites to try to separate us from our brothers. But it's not going to work, man. So this is Jeremiah chapter 50, and this is why you got the on damn near every corner in America, and you see nothing but blacks and so-called blacks and Latinos all across the world teaching this. This is why. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. The children of Israel is who we would say is the so-called Latin tribes. You got the so-called Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, Colombians, Mexicans, Argentinians, Chileans, Brazilians, so on and so forth. And the children of Judah, which are the so-called Negroes, Black Americans, the so-called Haitians, and the so-called West Indians. So those who we would consider the Southern Kingdom, because the kingdoms were broken up after the time of King Solomon. The Southern Kingdom was you so-called Negroes, and the Northern Kingdom was of you so-called Latinos and Native Americans, Seminole Indians. So during that, the kingdoms were split up. So that's why you see nothing but the so-called blacks and Hispanics teaching side by side, because we are being oppressed together. And it says, and all that took them captives held them fast. And who took us captives? These other nations. You know, these other nations took us captive. You know, the so-called white man. You know, and all these other nations who conspired and joined them to hold us in captivity, which are you so-called Africans, Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, you know, all of these other nations that came together with one consent, as it tells you in the book of Psalms, 83rd chapter. They conspired together to keep us hidden, so that way we wouldn't know who we was. You know. So they held us fast, and they still have us in captivity. Whether you believe it or not, you so-called Negroes and Hispanics, you are still slaves here. You know, just because you got a job, just because you can go shopping, just because you can get a car, a house, don't mean that you're not a slave, man. You're still a slave in America, man. America is a place you don't even know your true heritage and your true customs. You following the ways of the heathen, man. Like most of us, we just celebrated Christmas, which my last video I did, that was breaking down what Christmas is really about. And this week, about 2 or 3 days, you're gonna celebrate the so-called New Year. That ain't the New Year. The New Year is actually in March. You know? The springtime.
The basic, three basic things that they believe in the blacks.
Oh, Slakia. And it says, and they refuse to let them go. because the so-called white man will say, oh, you so-called blacks, you need to go back to Africa. You so-called Mexicans, you need to go back to your country, and we're gonna put a wall up, and we're gonna stop y'all from going in. If none of us, if none of the children of Israel were in America, America would be finished, man. And America is finished, man. America's falling as we speak. Every second of every minute of every day, America is falling, man. And the Most High is bringing judgment upon this place for all these other nations holding us, killing us, rape, rob, and murdering us daily, keeping us in a captive state. You know, they refuse to let us go. Just back just like in the old time, where Moses told Pharaoh to let us go, and Pharaoh had a hard head. Pharaoh didn't want to listen, and the Most High brought plagues on ancient Egypt, man. And that's what he's doing to America right now. He's doing the same thing to America right now, man. But the difference is, back in ancient Egypt, we knew who we were. In America, we don't know who we are, man. We do not know. We haven't a clue who we are, neither do we care who we are, man. You just comfortable with saying whatever your slave master said you are, that's what I am. And then you want to fight with us because we tell you different and we tell you the truth.
With the true Jews of the Bible, that the world is about to end and that the Messiah is about to return. And so
let me rewind that back a little bit.
Salaki. They believe that blacks and Latinos are the true Jews of the Bible.
And they are, and we are. We are the true Jews of the Bible. You know? We are the true Jews of the Bible. Let me get that. This is Jeremiah. This is straight to the point. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth. Who's Judah? The house of Judah. You so-called West Indians, Haitians, and so-called Black Americans, man. The children of Judah. You know? And the gates thereof languish. Which the whole nation of Israel, we're all Israelites, but those three tribes are the house of Judah, and then you got the house of Israel, which are the so-called Latin-speaking tribes, but we're all one nation. And the gates thereof language, because our gates, a gate is set up to protect your house from any intruders, or so on and so forth. So who's protecting the so-called Negroes and Latinos in America? Nobody, man. You know? Who we got? Al Sharpton, Turkey Neck. We got Jesse Jackson. We got so-called Creflo Dollar, who we look to be our leaders, man. They led us astray. And they still leading us astray, man. You know? You don't hear from them until a so-called black or Hispanic man is gunned down in the streets. Then they come and they make money off you, man. You know? They are black unto the ground. So the true Jews are black unto the ground. What does that mean? Different shades of brown. The deeper you dig into the ground, the darker the soil is, man. Different shades from dark brown to light brown. You know, that's where you get the word Jew from, Judah. You know, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Who's the cry of Jerusalem? The Israelites. All 12 tribes in the nation of Israel is considered Jerusalem, man. And we are the true Jews, man.
You know, and the three basic things that they believe is that blacks and Latinos are the true Jews of the Bible. That the world is about to end and that the Messiah is about to return.
Yeah, we believe that too. The world is about to end. The world is being judged right before our eyes, man. How long you think America's gonna last, man? America's not gonna last. And the Messiah, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, which real name is Yahushua, in the ancient tongue, Paleo Hebrew tongue, Yahushua, he is on his way back, man. Those of y'all who don't want to believe that, hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, but he is on his way back. So let me get this Luke. Let me see if that's the one I want. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 28. I'm gonna start at 27. What, Salakia? I'm gonna start at 25. This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. So, what you see going on all across the world? Uproars of the people, rioting, chaos everywhere in all these other countries, man. You see these hurricanes, these earthquakes. A lot of these things they're not even reporting in the media, man. Every single day. It was, I think, on Christmas, they had about 6, 7 earthquakes in one day. I forgot what state it was in, but in one day, state or country, you know, people and the Most High is judging this place every day, man. These are the signs, you know. Verse 26. Salakia, and I believe in what is that? Over there in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, they had a ring of fire. You know, it looked like a ring of fire. Then you got chariot sightings everywhere, man. Everywhere, every day, man. You know, they not reporting these things in the media because they know. You know, they trying to keep everybody in darkness, man. But it's going to come out. It's happening too frequently where they can't hide it no more. You know? And it says, verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. So when these things happen, you see people get amazed. You see people get scared, man. You know? You see people lose their damn mind when they see chariots, man. They think it's just pretty lights flashing, disappearing, reappearing. What you think, man? What you think that is? You think it's a game? It ain't no game, man. Because when them chariots touch down, man, it ain't gonna be nothing funny, man. When they come for their purpose, it's not gonna be a game, man. Your heart is gonna fail you for fear, man. For the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. So all these elites, you know, they're gonna be shaken, man. The rulers of this world, they're gonna be shaken, man. They're gonna be scared, man. Verse 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud. The chariots are known as clouds in the scriptures, man. Who's the Son of Man? Who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You know? Yahushua, man. With power and great glory. So he not coming back to hand out flowers, man. Candy. You know? He not coming down to say, everybody, let's get together now. I'm back. He not saying that, man. He not coming for that, man. He coming to destroy and conquer, man. Verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, which they are, you know, every day, you know, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up, and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth now. Nigh, meaning now. So our redemption draweth now. You know, signs of the times. You know? So yeah, we know the Messiah is coming back. And he soon to come back.
And so when I was studying sociology in undergrad, I did a paper on them where I actually spent a lot of time with them. You know, and it was a sociology paper, so I was trying to understand where were they coming from a sociological point of view, from a cultural point of view, and they're into a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of biblical prophecy.
There's no conspiracy theory, man. So-called white men made that I guess what's the word I'm looking for? The word escapes me right now. But basically he said that he put that term to confuse people. Conspiracy theory. Everything we speak is scripture, man. Everything we speak is scripture, man. There's nothing that we say of our own mind and of you know, of our own way of thinking, man. If it's in the scriptures, that's what we read. And the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, put the spirit on brothers to be able to come out and prophesy these things and tell our people the truth, man. Because you so-called white people, y'all thought that us so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans were gonna be asleep forever, man. Y'all didn't expect us to wake up, man. Y'all paid millions of dollars yearly to keep this knowledge hidden from us. If it wasn't the truth, why everybody getting so upset, man? If it's just a book, right? And it's a fairy tale and man wrote it, why everybody getting so upset? Because they know this is the truth, man. Yeah, we speak a lot of biblical prophecy. That's part of what the Bible is about. Prophecy, man. Nationality, curses, history. That's what it's about, man. It ain't no religious book, man. Christianity ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, man.
Stuff that's kind of that, you know, is not very, that people don't think about every day, and just spending a lot of time with them.
Yeah, we don't think about it every day because we so wrapped up in this society, man. We so wrapped up in this society and distracted from all the things that are in America that we are some of us are far too gone in America, man. We don't even care, you know, what the Bible says or who we are, man. We don't even care. Even if it is the truth, which it is the truth. But I'm just saying, if we telling the truth to some of our people, they don't even care.
They kind of started to get under my skin. And it was in it.
You know why it got under your skin, Francisco Ordonez, which would probably be an Israelite. You know, it got under your skin because, you know, you don't have the spirit on you, man. The Most High ain't dealing with you, man. You wanna seek success in this world. You know? Let me get that. This is Luke chapter 7. This is Luke chapter 7 and 23. It says, let me see. I want to start. Salakia, that's not the one I want. I'm gonna go to let me go to Matthew. Salakia, Israel. Matthew chapter 24 verse 10. Matthew chapter 24 verse 10. And then many shall be offended. Because this man is offended because, you know, the Most High ain't dealing with him, man. The Most High closed his spirit to the truth, man. This man, more than likely, man, he got so-called white friends, man. He dealing with these other nations. So this word is a stumbling block to him, man. You know? He probably believes we all one. We all one people. God loves everybody, man. John 3:16. This man don't have a beard on his face. You know? He got that conservative Edomite look. You know, this man, he don't want to hear the truth, man. The Bible is like a foreign language to him, man. So yeah, he's offended. You know?
Interesting time because I was pretty young at the time, and you know, at the time in your life when you're kind of we could be easily be influenced by other ideas and new ideas, and so it just came to me when I started thinking about writing and making movies. It was just an experience that stayed with me, and I wanted to make a movie where I would explore what it's like to be exposed to extremist ideas.
And that's what they call it. They call us black identity extremists. You know? Black identity extremists. What the hell is that, man? We're not black. You know? What is that, man? You know? So they coming up with these terms. They coming out with these terms from thin air, man. Anything, man. Anything to try to demonize the Israelites, man. Anything to catch them up in something. When all you got to do, right? Since this brother Francisco Ordonez, right? Or anybody, any news station, any radio station. I'm talking about the top ones who the masses look at. If you want to know who the Israelites are, what we represent, just have us on the show. Don't get some brother that nobody never seen or heard of, get him up there, no fringes wearing, you know. I don't even know if the brother had a beard, but get a true brother who really gonna speak thus saith the Lord, no matter where he at, man. Like it was like right after that MAGA incident, this I forgot what it was, but basically these Edomites they interviewed Chief Ephraim, you know, from HOI, you know, Shalom brother, and he told the truth, man. He went up there, he didn't denounce anything, he didn't sugarcoat nothing. He said exactly what thus saith the Lord say, man. You know, he ain't try to give a politically correct answer, you know, because the Most High don't have to be politically correct with you damn heathens, man. We read it as it is written. We don't give a damn who like it, man, and who don't like it, man. Salakia, who don't like it. We don't give a damn who don't like it. You know? So this is Luke 7:23. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. So if you're not offended in the words of Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Shah, then you are blessed, man. And this man right here is offended, man. So what that mean? He's not blessed, man. He wasn't blessed with the Spirit. You know, the Most High ain't dealing with him, man.
And speaking of the paper that you wrote, I was going to actually ask you about that as well. How much of the script did you really base on that paper that you wrote when you were in college, and how much additional?
Yeah.
How much additional research did you do besides that, as well as once you actually began working on the film?
The paper, well, not much, because the paper was, limited to what I would study, what I had learned from them and from my sources in the group. And obviously, I had to take a lot of dramatic license in order to create a story that I just had the scope and, the emotional impact. So not that much, but definitely the basics of what they believe. The basic beliefs, definitely that was put into the screenplay. And then I just took a bunch of dramatic license with what are some of the things that could happen when like a 22-year-old Latino college student infiltrates a group like that. In real life, I actually, I was upfront with them as I was supposed to, according to the ethics of the research. You're supposed to be upfront with them and tell them that you're doing a paper. In the story, the character sees that he's not really gonna, or thinks that he's not really gonna get anywhere with them, so he lies to them and tells them that he's actually interested in joining. And so he's infiltrating, really. And so that's something definitely that didn't happen in real life.
And do you feel that getting your BA in sociology maybe helped you in writing the script overall and directing?
No college degree, no what is that? Religious certificate. None of those things you get can help you to understand what the Israelites are about and what we teach. The Most High has to give you the spirit to understand it, to get understanding, wisdom, and knowledge of the scriptures, man. So you can go 4-6 years of college, sociology, what is it?